Well, hi there. My name is Drew, and if we haven't met before, welcome to ReadyBudgetGo. If it's not your first time visiting my channel, welcome back. I'm glad you're here either way. It's Wednesday, and that means it's Friendsday Wednesday. This is when I play savings challenges and savings games created by other people in the budgeting community. I've got a bunch of them in the Wonder Woman binder, and I've also got the Adventures in Saving Ancient Mayan Jungle book to work on. I'm going to set aside the Mayan Jungle book for now. We'll come back to that at the end. And let's open up the binder and get started. I'm going to do freebies, which I always do at first. We've got one from Eva at Budget Your Life and another from Brooke at These Budgets. I finished her little otter one last week, so now I'm working on this one. I need to get out my dice tower here, and I'm going to start with Brooke's. I'm going to roll a d4, and that'll tell me which one of these to scratch. So let me dig out a d4 here. There we go. Whoops. Just set that up right. There we go. Number 2. So I'm going to say 1, 2 right here. Oops, except it's on its side. 1 and 2. So this one. And we've got $1. Okay. Clean that off. And then let's also do Eva's. I'm going to roll the D4 and the D10 this week, so I'll keep that D4 out, and we also get out the D10. And just take all of these out and keep them over here to the side. Okay, so the D4 rolled 2 again, and the D10 rolled 8. So that's going to be a total of 10 plus 1 is $11 going into this envelope. Let's take out a 10 and a 1. And let's combine that with the $20 I think that's in here. Yep, so 31 total between these two and the one that I finished last week, also from Brooke. Okay. Set that back in there, and I am keeping track of everything that I save to make sure that I transfer the right amount into my savings account and keep myself honest at the end of the week. So let's now do color bingo. This is from Cris at Budgeting with Cris. It's available on her Etsy shop. I will have it linked. I need 2 dice, so let's use... I had my Captain America dice out, but now I don't see them. Well, let's use the Superman dice instead. These are from Eva at Budget Your Life. She has a set of superheroes. She has a set of Disney princesses. She has a set of Hogwarts houses. So lots of different choices. We roll these, and I got 2 6s. Okay, so that's blue, so that's $5. Get out the, I think I'm using wet erase. No, that's dry erase. Okay. So we'll mark that off. And we'll put in $5. Am I doing 2 per week? 2, 4, 5. I'm just going to do the 1 for now. The Mayan binder has a lot of expensive challenges in it because I made them expensive. I used multipliers in that one, so I'm actually going to take out the 10 and 2 5s and put in a 20. Or I shouldn't say expensive, but I made them higher budget. Okay, so 20 goes in. So 23 in total with the bingo game. We don't have a bingo yet, but it's early days yet. Okay, so $5 for bingo, for color bingo. There's another bingo game coming up that's black and white. Up next is this taxes scratch-off challenge from Lizzy at Busy Lizzy's Budget. She sent this to me as a sort of a promo giveaway thing, and I have a couple others that I will be giving away for my 1,000 subscriber extravaganza, but that is forthcoming. I'm still working on the details. June is a busy month, which is also why I am filming ahead, as you'll notice in my logbook here. Okay, so let's roll that d20. I got a 9. We left off here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's double digits, so I'm only going to do one this week. This is a $400 challenge, and the numbers are 5 through 15. So let's take out 10. And we'll go back to that section in the binder. Okay, we'll add that in, so we're up to 36. Let's put in the cash, or the prop money, and then the challenge. If you're new to my channel, oops, and I need to take out the next one. If you're new to my channel, I use prop money because all of this money goes into my high yield savings account and I transfer it directly from checking. Okay, so that was $10 into the taxes challenge. Now we're doing the Colorful Sparkle Roll and Save challenge. This is by Eva at Budget Your Life. In addition to the regular D6 dice, the superheroes, the Disney princesses, the Hogwarts houses, etc., she also has available these color dot dice and this color dot challenge, which I cannot stop playing. I love it so much. So I'm going to say the one closest to me is top and the one further away is down. So we have orange and yellow, so that's $1. So I'm going to save $1, and I'm going again. Okay, yellow and blue is $4, so that makes 5. And I am going to stop there. I could keep going, but I mean, I could fill in this whole board and be happy as a clam, but I've got other challenges to do. So let's go over to that envelope, put in a 5. Actually, we won't. We will condense. So a 10 and 2 5s for a 20. Clearly, I need to make up more 20s with the stickers. It just helps them to sort and stuff. Okay, so $5 for the Colorful Sparkle Roll and Save. Paku-Piggy is up next. This is by Jenn at Jenn Katie Fiddly Bits. I bought the full boat, so it came with these 2 game cards, and it came with this fabulous D12 die that I will take out. I'm not using this game card, so I'm going to put this back. Make sure there's no glare, or as little glare as possible. I really need to reposition this table that I use for filming. I apologize. Okay, so let's give it a roll. And I think I'm using wet erase on this one. So we got a goblin, so we need to pay $2 to power up and eat it. So there's 2. Let's go again. 4, so we're going to mark off 4 spaces here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we need to save $4, so I'm going to put the 2 back. Take out a 5 and a 1. Let's go one more time. And we got the gold bars. If you roll or pass on the board the gold bars, choice of skip your next goblin or roll again. Well, I'm rolling again regardless. And we got the gold bars again, so we're just going to keep on rolling. Okay, now we've got a goblin, so I'm going to skip that goblin. Another goblin, I'm going to skip that one too, since I have the gold bars twice. Okay, 3rd goblin in a row, so now we need to pay $2. Okay, 1. So we'll mark off 1 spot. I'm going one more time. 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so I will put back 7 and take a 10. 5, 6, and 7. Take 10. So a total of $12 is going in this week. Move that off to the side here. Okay, so the game goes back in. Let's add in this $12 and see what we're up to. 10, I'm just going to make a mess here. Looks like I can get another 20. So 20, 35, 37, 39, and 40. So the 10, the 5, the 2 2s, and the 1 go back for another 20. So a total of $40 so far in this challenge, or in this game. And this week I put in 12. So now we're at the next bingo game, which is the black and white bingo. I keep changing the rules on this, but I'm trying to figure out a way to play it that makes the most sense for my budget. So let's set Jenn's die aside. And actually, I don't need the dice tower for this one. What I need are my sparkles here. Okay. And I need the bingo dice that come with this one. So these will not fit down my dice tower, I don't think. No, they will not. So I roll these, and then I'm marking off spaces. Now, the way that I've been doing this is different each week. So the first week, I was just marking off spaces and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. It took forever. So then last week, I decided that after I get the star the first time, the next time, I am going to make it wild. Now what I'm going to do is I am only going to save, I'm going to keep rolling until I get a bingo, and then I'm going to save only the amounts that are in the bingo, because otherwise this is just going to eat up too much money. It's a great game, don't get me wrong, but I think playing it the way I play Loteria on my Monday videos makes more sense. So let's give these a roll. So we have I6, so that's $5 if I get it. But again, I'm not going to save that money now. I am just going to keep marking until I get a bingo, and then I'll save everything in the bingo. Okay, B6, right there. N3 does not exist. N5, right there. Okay, star and 6, so I'm going to mark the star. If I end up having a bingo that uses the star and 4, then I will roll a d20 and save whatever amount for that. So I'm going to say this is still wild, so I'm using it for any 4, and I'm putting it on that one. N4. I2. G1. N6. Star 6. So there's only one 6 left, so that's what I'm going to take. Star 2. Okay, it's a wild, so I'm going to take that one in the N row. And this is going to be an expensive bingo. So $9 plus $8 plus $9 plus $7. So that's 17 plus 16 is already 33, and I have to roll a d20. So I maybe shouldn't have taken that N2, but too late now. Okay, so let's roll the d20. A 4. Thank you, d20. So what did I say this was? This was 17 plus 16. That's 33 plus 4 is $37. Okay, I need to write that down before I forget. So black and white bingo, 37. Last week it was 48, and the week before it was 60. So 37 is still high, but doable. Okay, let me clear off this card here so I can put it away. Move all these sparkly tokens off to the side. I am going to be releasing a game that uses those, so look for those in the coming weeks, or look for that in the coming weeks. Okay, so I'm going to put this one in back, and then let's add 37, 20, 30, 5, and 7. So I'm going to be condensing here. So far this game has 100, which I'm going to swap for this one because it has a sticker on it. Okay, 100, 20, 30, 5, 40, 2, 4, and 5. Okay, so let's leave a 5, and we'll take the 10, this other 5, 2 2s, and a 1 for a 20. Okay, so 145 altogether. Up next is the Around and Around challenge. This is by Brooke at B's Budgets. And I do not remember where I left off, but I think it was on the 3, so that's what I'm going to assume. And I need a d6. So let's use a Superman die. And in this game, you roll, and if the number's already scratched off, you save that amount. If it isn't scratched off, you scratch it off and save that amount. And you keep going and, oh no, I put a mark here, so that's where I left off. You keep going and going and going and going until all the spots are scratched off. So let's go 3 spaces from here. 1, 2, 3, so we need to save $8. I'm going for either 20 bucks or until I've scratched one off, either one. 1, so that's another $1. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, $3. So I'm going to put back 7 and grab a 10. Sorry, this is off camera. So we're up to 12 so far. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $1, and we're right back to where we started. 2, 1, and 2. Okay, so we're going to scratch here. That will be $3, and this is where I'm going to stop. So we'll erase that. We'll put a new mark here. And I need to grab out 3 more dollars, so I'll put 2 back and grab a 5. So a total of $16 going in this week. Get the binder back out. Let's see, it looks like we can do some more condensing. So far we have 20, 40, 50, 5, 57, 58, 59. Okay, 2 1s for a 2. And we'll put this business back for a 50. So $59 so far. And it was 16 this week. Okay, D20 roll is up next. This was a freebie by Busy Lizzy's Budget, but it's Christmas themed. It's a little late. I have decided to just make it one of the regular challenges rather than using it as a freebie because I'm going high roller on it. So I'm going to roll a D20. If it's less than 5, I will roll 5 or less. I will roll it a second time. It is not. So we got an 8. So it should be 10, 19, 26 total with the 8 that I'm going to add for this week. 10, 19, 26. So we'll take the 5 and the 2, or the 5 and the 1 rather. We'll take the 10 and the 2 out and put in a 20. Because 12 plus 8 makes 20. And I'm also going to swap this 5 for one that's got a sticker on it. Up next is heads and tails dice, rolling for What the Duck. This is by Marlene at Snowgardener 307. You can get this on her website or on her Etsy shop. Excuse me. And you can get it with these custom dice that have Georgette, there's her butt, there's her face. Fred Jr., there's his face and his butt. And What the Duck, there's his butt, there's his face. So heads or tails, and I've already assigned values. So I'm just going to give 2 of them a roll and see what we're saving this week. Okay, so we got 2 butts. We got a What the Duck butt for $4 and a Georgette butt for 12. So 4 plus 12. Bacon's expensive. So $16, which is the same as last week, but different rolls. So that should be a total of 32. Somehow there's a 20 in here, and I don't know why. Because there should have only been 16. What did I write down for last week? Heads or tails, I wrote down 16, but somehow a 20 went into the envelope. I don't know how that happened. So there should be a total of 32. So I'm just going to take a 10 and a 2. And I will put this away and write down 16 again. And the heads or tails was 8. Yes. I mean, the D20 was 8. Okay, Gumball's up next. This is also by Jenn at Jenn Katie Fiddly Bits. Excuse me. So I need my wet erase markers. I don't need the dice tower, so I can slide this over here. Here's my wet erase. In this pack of wet erase markers, I do not have a pink and I do not have a yellow, so I have made those multipliers. So if I draw a pink or a yellow, I will multiply the value of the next ball drawn. Here is the little gumball dispenser with the marbles in it. So I'm going to gently turn the handle and we'll see what pops out. I heard one. There we go. Okay, we've got orange. And orange is $2. Let me put this up here. So let's color in an orange. And we'll save $2. Let's get another one. Okay, this one is green. Green is $3. So I will put 2 back, grab a 5, put this over here, get out the green marker if I can do it. There we go. Okay. And I think I'm going to go one more time. I know I'm tempting fate here, but okay, and a blue. And blue saves $1. So a total of 6 going in this week. Blue is a very popular color, apparently. Okay. Oh, this packaging is so satisfying. I bought these at a thrift store, so I don't know where they're sold. Okay, so $6 will go in, but let me put away the marbles first, or the gumballs. And as gently as I can, drop them back in. Well, what the heck? Oh, shoot. Okay, so this challenge had 20 in it. I put things in the wrong envelopes. That's what I did. So that 20 should stay. This needs to be 32 in this one. So I'll put this 16 back, grab a 20. So I wasn't losing my mind last week. I was losing my mind this week. Okay, 32 goes with Marlene's challenge. I guess I'm going to have to get out the Cricut and make labels for these. Gumball gets $6 along with the 20 that it had last week for a total of 26. Oops. This doesn't fit in an envelope, which is why it's last and why the envelope doesn't have any label or anything on it, but I can fix that. Okay. So $6 into the gumballs this week. Let's total that up and let's see how much I have available to put in the Mayan challenge. Get out my calculator here. So we did 11, 5, 10, 5, 12, 37, 16, 8, 16, and 6. So 126. If we add that to the 206, that's 332. And we subtract 500, so I have about 168 to put into the Mayan book. So let's see what we can do here. This Adventures in Saving Mayan Jungle is by Eva at Budget Your Life. So I need a D10 because there are 10 different challenges in this book. I apologize for the glare. There we go. There we go. So number 3, and number 3 I feel like comes up a lot. So I might just skip it. Well, yeah, this one's nearly done. I'm going to roll my special D6 here because this has numbers 7 through 12 on it. If it comes up 11 or 12, I'll skip it, but I want to get to the ones in the back. So let's see, we've got 10, 9, and 8. Well, this one almost always comes up too. Okay, this is a D30 roll. I will do a D30 roll. 1. And I have to find the D30 first. Oh, goodness. I feel like I just had it. It's not in the drawer that it's supposed to be in. There it is. Okay. I don't think this will fit down the dice tower, but I will try. No. Okay. So we'll just roll it on the mat. That is a 28. So great when that comes up in books like this because I need the bigger numbers. Okay, so if there's a 2 in here, I will pull that out. There is not. So let's do 25, 27, 28. So far this one has saved 100, 200, 20, 30, 5, 37, 38. And again, that is because I'm using higher dice values. I'm using multipliers because I need to save a lot of money. And if I did this the way it's designed, you will save $850 plus. But because I have a bigger savings goal, I want to use multipliers so that I don't just race through the book. It's fun to complete savings challenges, but at the same time, I want to enjoy them. I don't want to just zip through them. You know what I mean? Okay, so $28 for that. Make sure I write that down here. So 28. Let's go to a different page. 8. Well, that's the same page. What else you got? 11. We don't have an 11. 7. Okay, perfect. We haven't done many of these. I'm going to roll a D4, and that'll determine how many I cross off. 1. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to cross off 1 and save $25 because I am multiplying by 5. So 25. So this should have 175 in it. So it had 150. I'm adding 25, so that's 175. Okay. And this prop money does not want to cooperate with these envelopes. Real cash will stuff much easier, but the prop money, because of the quality of the paper, it just doesn't go that well. Okay, so 25 there. Onward. Number 10. Last one in the book. And this is a scratch and save. I'm multiplying times 5. Let's roll a d12 and see where it lands us. Number 2, 1, 2, so we'll go right here. And that is going to be 8. So times 5 is 40. So let's see what's already in here. Okay, so I can take out a 10 and put in a 50. So 175 is what's in here right now. To make sure I write down that 40 though. Okay, 40. Let's go again. Number 10 again. Okay, let's roll that D12. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. $6, or 6 rather. So we're multiplying it times 5, so that means this is going to be $30. So I can take out the 50 and the 20 and put in another 100. So 205 now. Okay, 30 for that. Still a ways to go. I guess I'll go back to the D10. 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we're multiplying these times 5. Let's roll a D8, if I can find my D8 here. There it is. And that was number 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 6. And we're multiplying times 5 again, so that's going to be another 30. Okay. Trying to get all of the shavings up so that they don't go on my floor. Okay, $30. So I've got 90. So if I put back 70, I can take 100. Total of 120. So almost halfway done on this one because it's a save 50, but I multiplied it by 5, so it's a save 250. So let's see where we are. So 40 plus 30 plus 30 is 100. 28 plus 25 is 53. So one more game, and then that'll be it for the week. Number 8, I'm not doing number 8 again. Number 7, I'm not doing number 7 again. Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So these are, oh, I apologize. These are puzzle pieces, and I'm saving 40 per, so that's going to put me over by a bit, but that's okay. It's just more money going into savings. So $40, I will color. Let's see, I was doing these in Sharpies, so let me take out the Sharpies if I can find them. I don't think I've done this one since I moved, and everything got put in kind of different areas. As far as my markers, I still haven't found, oh, I'm sorry again. I still haven't found my original scratch tool, so that's gone to sleep with the fishes, I think. Well, there's a maroon. There's a real purple, like an actual purple, but it's not in here, so I guess I'll do this color. And if there's thunder and lightning in the background, I apologize. It's thunderstorms here again. I think I've had more rain in Ohio than I ever did in Seattle, but that's okay. I don't mind the rain. I just mind the overcast days. You know, here in the Midwest, when it rains, the rain comes through and then it leaves. In the Northwest, when the rain comes through, it lingers for 3 days. Okay, so I got out the $40. I need to put that in. Let's see if we can condense anything. I don't think we can. I think it's got 200 in it already. Yeah. So 240 total for this challenge. Slide on in there. Okay. So that's it for the book. Let's go back to the log and add in 40. Gonna get out the calculator just to make sure I do everything right. So we were at 332, and then we're adding it. Well, actually, let me do this. 28 plus 25 plus 40 plus 30 plus 30 plus 40 is 193. And then we're going to add that to the 332 from earlier today and from yesterday. So a total of $525 savings for the week. So that is what I will transfer from my checking account into my savings account. I will make sure that I record that for the weekly reel, get that transfer rolling in. I am working on my Blip Fund right now. If you don't know what a Blip Fund is, or if you haven't been watching my Friday videos, tune in this week and I will explain everything. Or watch last week's video, I explain it there as well. For now though, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up, drop a comment down below sharing your thoughts, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until I see you in the next one, take care.